Alright, so we're doing a video about the bathroom here. Alright, so first and foremost, we have a sink that's been leaking down here, as you can see, all the water. Its pylons are bad. Then, and in addition, look, this is all loose, so it was leaking from here as well. So I'm gonna replace all that. I got new stuff for that, new supply line, so we're ready to go there. Other thing was toilets. I noticed, I was looking at it, and as you can see, it's kind of rocks and moves. You can see the screw there is out of the flange, or the flange is broke. I'm gonna pull it up and find out. This is another leak we waiting to happen. We want to get that out of there, get that fixed, so there's no leaks there. Okay, then we have a clogged, what looks to be a. Looks like we got a little clog going on. So, man, these handles are not the best, I can tell you that. All right, so we got a little clog going on here. So I'm going to try to snake that as well. This is what happened. Made the ceiling cave in. So not only do I got to deal with that, I also got to deal with all of this. All right, so I just went ahead and pulled the sink out as well, because I wanted to make sure, see what was going on. This ain't even attached to this. This water got in here, pretty much messed it up. It's ready to fall apart. So this cabinet's done. All this water that got leaked in here. We need a new cabinet. This thing's about ready to fall right over. Yeah, it's really weak. And this ain't even attached anyway, so it's not stable whatsoever. It's all gonna have to be. We could preserve the sink, but we can't. We need a new cabinet. This is also leaking as well, or this the shutoff valve is also leaking. It's bad. I'm gonna have to shut the water off so I can change on this. We got some rebuilding to do. Not to mention these halls are terrible. So many holes. We're gonna have to reskin this whole bathroom. This bathroom is gonna need a lot of. This is where all the water would have leaked down to that ceiling. You can even see that. Here's some of the parts for the sink. This is the new sink I bought, and that's gonna go match well with the white top. All right, so we're gonna change this one leaking supply line out here. So we're still, beginning the renovations in here. So first things first is let's just cut this old one off real quick. Let's try it again. All right, boom. Let's use our auto cutter, cut it. It's already compressed on there. It's best to just start with a new piece like that. It's still leaking too. All right, nice and pretty. All right, let's go ahead and get this new one on so I can stop this leak and I can get this hot water back on. I've had this hot water off because of this. So let's go ahead and start getting this on. All right, there. All right, gotta get a down view of that while I put this on. It's fully seated on. All right, let's take our wrenches here, 2 crescents, and we'll start pressing it until it crimps down. So we're just gonna get some of this in and just start.
Alright, so we are here now, getting ready to do the steeping, patching, and finishing compound. Alright, we got it all in there on the hole.
Got the primer laid down. Everything level with the flange and the floor. Then we'll put the new flange on. Install that and get the cabinet back. Alright, so we use the leveling compound here and patching compound to fix that, just to kind of make it level around the flange there, and then just started laying the tile, new tile. Alright, so here we are getting the floor built right now, putting it in. Already did the flange, rebuilt it. It's all set and ready to go. So that's all set and ready. It's all level to the floor. Fixed down real well. And you see there, we go ahead and put them both down with the washer. That helps hold it down so it don't spin around and bounce around. It stays firm and solid when I bring the toilet out. We want it to, so that way when you put a toilet on, they're not bouncing around. They stay straight and solid. That's what we want. All right. And then if there's any unevenness in the floor yet, we got the shims for that. So yeah, we're getting it together. Once I get the flooring all done, then we'll put the toilet in and then the sink, and we'll be done. And the only thing left to do then is just put the trim around here. The little space here, a little bit of trim and the transition strip. So that's to be the last parts. Alright, so here we are again, sealing up the corners of the floor here, all the way around the vent, around the wall, and you know, kind of sealing everything up. So if there's ever a leak again, it'll hold it in here and won't let it fall back to the kitchen. Alright, so the bathroom's almost done. Got the flooring in. Sink is now in. Plumbing's on. Alright, here we are in the bathroom. It's finally finished. So let's examine everything, looking at the floor and the new transition strip I have here. See that? Alright, nice floor. Just gonna give you a nice preview of everything. Here's the baseboards. I'll show you around. This is give you an overview first. These are the new baseboards. A lot nicer than the other ones were. There we go. Alright, here's the toilet. New toilet. Mounted to the floor again. Nice and solid. As you can see, ain't going nowhere. I can't even move it. It's on there, it's good and solid. Alright. Flushes. Nice flush. No leaks or anything anymore. Alright, here we go. So, let's show you this new sink here. And you remember it's running. You remember how it was, the whole thing with the bathroom started because of the leaks in the bathroom. And as you can see, I've got a new supply line here. This is where it was leaking. It was also leaking from the supply lines up here. And as you can see, all that's solved. No more leaks. Perfectly dry. Good on the here too. It was a problem leaking from here. No more. It's a brand new trap. And as you can see, dry, no leaks at all. No leaks, everything's dry. Alright, so that's solved. Yep, nice hot water again there. Wash my hands. Right there, nice. Okay. And it's got a little pop-up too, brand new, where it'll, you can fill it up like that, holds it, or you can let it drain. Nice little new feature I added in. Alright, the mirror's back up, as you can see, mounted up there. Here's your towel hook. I decided to put it here. I figured that's at least accessible. It was probably the only place to put it. There was really nowhere else to go, so I think a towel right here would be cool. That's solid. Okay. And then as you can see, you know, it's cleaned up. A lot cleaner. You know, all the stickers are gone that are used to be in here. As you can see, I also painted the strip here. And then at the back you got the, you know, the rest of the baseboard, molding, all been painted nice. Walls have been painted, ceiling, which that was already in a previous payment that we did that. But here's the floor. Nice flooring. You remember the old flooring, you'll see that in the in this video, how it originally looked. And it was pretty much a challenge because this floor actually does one of these. It kind of leans like that and goes this way. So the whole thing was on a kind of a lean, first of all. That made it difficult. That's how the flange kind of broke in the first place. So I really used a whole bunch of, I kind of helped with that and try to compensate for somewhat of that when I redid the flange. And then I also went ahead and used shims around the edges just to help strengthen it more on that little angle it's at. But yeah, so that's it for now. I mean, the shower, no, you know, at one time, if you remember, it was clogged up. Now, as you can see, it drains just fine now. So I think that's everything in here, except, well, I painted the door too. Kind of give it a black spray coat on it, so it looks a little better on both sides. Looks a lot better. The only thing to do is when I do the electrical is to, you know, redo this, redo that there where they're kind of hanging off the wall. That plug don't work. So we're gonna solve that issue. And that's it. We're pretty much done in here. I guess we're leaving the light, as far as I know, unless you're wanting the light changed in here as well. Light's okay, but there it is. That's the new bathroom, all done. Looks a lot better, don't it? Okay.